I know I'm on it, man. The Steelers, right? We got the schedule pulled up. We got the schedule and all that out. And I wanted to go through that schedule. But before we get into that Pittsburgh Steelers schedule, I had tweeted out something this morning, man, from Deion Sanders, man. It's crazy. There's like some rumor that he's supposed to be checking out Florida. Are we serious right now? Florida, man. We like y'all. I can't make this up. Y'all, I can't. I'm not making this up, y'all. I can't. I look. It's the truth. It's a fact, y'all. I can't make this up. So let me get the tab pulled up, and I'm gonna share the article or whatever, and then we'll go straight there. Deion Sanders is pitched to become Florida's head coach and leave Colorado football behind. What is going on? I said, what is this? Because that don't make sense to me. Like, right? So, and I mean, I guess it's written by Glory Colorado. I'm gonna share the tab with y'all. Can y'all see that? All right. Hopefully, y'all can see that. Yeah. Now he just got to Colorado, and already these is like I know they rumors. It gotta be rumors. Sometimes it's fake news. You can't believe everything you read and see, but it was just written yesterday by Andrew Hughes. I don't know what's going on, but they can't afford no distractions on what's going on up there. Now, look, he can move to Florida. It says one huge option for Sanders. It could be in the SEC. Rivera prefaced before saying a homecoming of sorts of college and NFL royalty in Gainesville at the University of Florida. Sanders would be the superstar name with D1 credentials to resurrect a fading dynasty in the Gators. The clock is ticking on Billy Napier. That's the coach right now, and the time is not on his side. With Deion Sanders primed to move on to bigger and better in a place that is already home, expect him in the swamp come the 2025 season. Where to begin? What is we talking about? What is we talking about? They talking about this is like some kind of homecoming or some kind of sort or something like this. Like they don't need, like, look, I'm gonna let y'all. This is written by, I told y'all can go to glorycolorado.com. Deion Sanders. I really don't want to get into reading this article because I can't have no, I don't know how much validity it has to it. Because when you asked him about this, he'll probably say, I'm in Colorado, I'm staying at Colorado, blah, 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 whatever, right? And I really don't want to get into that. I'm learning out here in these streets. Like you really gotta be having proof before you just start going around spatting shit out your mouth. Like, come on, like it's, and this is written by obviously a Colorado online magazine of some sort or some kind, right? Or whatever that is. By Andrew Hughes. I just said his name. So, like, you put a name on it. So it got to be some kind of rumors. Now, it's already been rumored to say that he was leaving after the season anyway, with Shador and Shiloh being draft eligible, their eligibility, eligibility running out. Um, even though I think that Shador probably have like what another year or so because of a COVID year or whatever, because he's been starting as a true freshman. So this is only his fourth season, you know. However, I just want to say this. They're always in the news about something. Only because they're always putting content out. Shout out to Deion Sanders Jr. with Well Off Media doing his thing. So they're always going to be talked about because of that, nonetheless, right? They always got content out so you can critique something on them. However, I'm learning to just leave that alone. Just let it be where it's at. You know what I mean? And let's wait and see what's going on with the season before I get into my critiques or congratulating them. However that goes, because I got to keep the same energy. I can't say the things that I've said and not thank them when they're doing good, right? All right. So with that being said, everything that's going on up there, all the rumblings that certain players are saying, coming out saying certain things, and it's just not a good look. It is not a good look. No matter what way, shape, form you putting on this, it's not good that he's in the news like this before a season starts. They do not need this. These transfers that just came over to Colorado don't need to be reading things like this. This is coming out of Colorado. This is coming from somebody that's in Colorado. So, what's really going on up there is what I want to know. Now, I've always said that there was something else going on to where we don't know and we can't put our hand on. But when you got stuff like this coming out, y'all tweeting at people in the public about whatever. The latest thing was Shador talking to Galvin Cool. I'll talk about that in a little bit after this, but this is not needed in Colorado, period. And we get the most criticism for speaking on Colorado out here as content creators, and we talk about how much of a joke this is. Like, stop playing around with this. The real Colorado fans, I want to apologize to y'all, the real true Colorado diehard fans, because look, it's not even y'all to where we get frustrated with the team. It's the people who just came over because of none other than Deion Sanders Prime, Coach Prime. They're they're just lost. You know what I mean? They really don't have no loyalty to the team. They're already planning to turn their channels into Gator channels right now. And I ain't got nothing wrong with that. Do your thing. Do your thing. But I can guarantee you they see it and they like, okay, we about to go to the talk be a Gator now. Now we're gonna turn into Gator Florida Gators. Everything they got black and gold is gonna be blue and orange. That's how quick they're gonna switch up on y'all. And I believe that's where a lot of my frustration comes from when dealing with Colorado, is from the Deion's fans, because there's different. There's a huge difference between the two, and I know y'all seen it out there. But they don't need this, man. And closing on this, man, situation right here, they don't need to be seeing this. You know what I'm saying? They already had a transfer walk out the door, and I ain't even really get to speak on that. Well, the guy Amos from Miami of Ohio, the running back that everybody was so huge on with getting with Dallin Hayton, he turned around, he bounced, he got up out of there. That's what I'm saying. Like, something else is going on now. Is it reporting worthy? But I'm going to talk about it because a lot of people have hyped this running back up. They talked about how good he was and everything, and now that he's leaving, it's what is it? Something's going on there, y'all. We have to, at some point, we have to be able to agree and say something else is going on there that is not right. These players are seeing some of these things are being said, and of course, you're going to have people who's going to defend that situation. You know, um, I didn't really speak on it, but this morning, this is what I kind of do on the show. It's just a laid back show. You ain't got to be in the comments. Just lay back, listen, whatever you're doing, drink your coffee. They were talking about what was the channel? Mad Dog TV. Shout out to Mad Dog TV. And I don't know if you watch my channel on that, bro, if this ever get to you, but this is be my message to you. You did nothing wrong. You doing your job as a content creator slash journalist slash news reporter, whatever you put yourself in, whatever category they want to put yourself in. You make great content. You got a good following, great audience, and I don't see anything wrong with the interview you did with Galvin Could. I thought that honestly made the Colorado Buffalo fans look even more. It just looked good. It was a good look. Why? Because you weren't biased. Now, a lot of people would have never done that. I don't see him going on the DNVR and doing that. You know what I'm saying? And look, nothing against them. Shout out to them. They're doing their thing. I'm just saying that a lot of people gave him heck, Mad Dog TV, for that interview that he did with the quarterback who left. There's nothing wrong with doing that. When you're doing your job correctly, Mad Dog, people are not going to agree with you all the time. You cannot please everybody in this realm that we're in, content creation, slash journalist, whatever y'all put yourself into, because there is some people who are so good at it now that they are moving into that journalist category because they come with the news, they break it down very well, and They report on stories. So there is some reporters, content creator reporters, content creator journalists, and then there's just got content creators who get out here with, more or less barbershop talking sports like myself. I think I would be in there. But sooner or later, the better we get at this, we do graduate into that journalist realm. And they're not going to agree with you, bro. They're just not. And they say they want to be authentic. They want us to be authentic. They want us to be transparent. But then the minute we're transparent and authentic, they don't like that. You can't please anybody. You have to please yourself first. You're great at what you do. I don't think that Galvin said anything that was super wrong. The little bit of words that he did say and the things that he said, only thing he said was, if you ain't two, you ain't two. Now, if that touched two in a way of a sort to make him say, look, I'm going to spare you right now, and the words that he used, then obviously where there's smoke, there is fire. Where there's smoke, there is fire. And now you have a lot of people coming out and they're going to be disgruntled, right? They got cut from a team. They were asked to leave a team. But they were saying, but we heard a lot of things that people didn't want to compete, so forth and so on, etc. We heard it all, right? We've heard it all this through the spring thing. But they were being asked to leave. This is new to some people. You're being asked to leave the school, in which y'all don't have to leave. Y'all can stay there. You can't. These coaches cannot make y'all leave off a scholarship. Once you get a scholarship to the school, you don't have to leave. But anyway, of course, you know what they're leaving for, because y'all's asking them to leave. He really didn't say too much, man. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't have it both ways. Everybody gets critiqued. Nobody should be shielded from that, because it's gonna happen sooner or later. If you didn't do that story with Galvin, somebody else was. So big up to you, man. Keep doing your thing. I think that you held him under wraps. I don't think you let him go too far off the hinges. And people shouldn't be mad at that man for doing that interview with him. Period. Because if he didn't get that interview, somebody else would have done it. Believe that. Believe that. And probably somebody who said that you was corny for doing it, or had something negative to say about it, they probably would have been the first person to do the interview with the guy. And he really didn't say too much. He really didn't, to be honest. If y'all watch the whole thing and y'all stop trying to dig so deep and think that everybody's hating, I didn't even think that he didn't even sound disgruntled like he hated it. It just sounded like he wanted to compete. It just sounded like he wanted to compete and move on to the next school and compete there. He didn't sound like he was like upset about anything or nothing. He really didn't, yo. He really didn't. So all that stuff people talk about is just, they try to add to it, They try to pull up a smoke screen, but they say, but once again, I'll say it in closing: where there's smoke, there's fire. Something ain't going on right there, man. Something is fishy going on out there. For real. Don't smell right. Don't act right. Don't sing right. And I guess we'll find out if all this is just a distraction, or if they're playing Ryan Garcia. And y'all know what I mean by that. I don't gotta break that down. Playing possum. That's what that means. Unless they playing possum, trying to put fake news out here, do this, do that. And this is all one big ploy to get some teams off their rocker, like, oh yeah, we're just gonna go run them. But I don't think that that's gonna happen. But moving on to my Steelers, man. Let's talk about the Steelers, man. Enough of that. That just gets tiresome, man. Talking about this team, like, fucking 1-11, one fucking 4-8. Like, I'm tired of talking about a 4-8 team. I'll keep talking about them. Ain't nothing to really talk about. They gotta prove something, just like I do out here. So our schedule is out. I'm trying to get it pulled up here, but obviously I can't. But I know the first two games, I think we got Atlanta and then we got Denver, right? So us going to see Arthur Smith's old team, Atlanta. I must say, under Arthur Smith, Atlanta, I think they lost 5 games, 16 points total in those 5 games, right? If Atlanta would have had a better quarterback last year, I must say this because it's just a fact. Atlanta is a playoff football team, without a doubt. Last season, yes, I say that because look, I mean, they lost some games that were, just no competition. I think it was like the Packers game that they lost clearly, and in the Jacksonville game. Correct me if I'm wrong though, but this is just off top right now from just trying to remember. I go through a lot of sports, a lot of teams, a lot of stats, so forth and so on. But they it was 16 points total in those 5 losses. I do this because other people do it, right? This is a lot of people do. We could say woulda, coulda, shoulda, but I just want to make this clear that they were under 7 points, these losses, right? Arthur Smith did a decent job. He struggled before. He knows what it is to be a head coach. He went down to being just an offensive coordinator for us in Pittsburgh. His offenses are effective. We have 2 good running backs. I think we got another one that's going to surprise some people that may be challenging Najee. This is going to be a contract year for Najee Harris. He got to step up because they coming. We got some backs out there. Believe that. And we win. I think we win that game. We beat Atlanta. All right. Then we go to play Denver, which is Russell Wilson's old team. I don't want to sleep on Denver. I don't want to sleep on them. I'll forever have nightmares of Thomas taking it to the house on us in the playoffs, Palomalu not being able to catch him, Tebow throwing that across that slant. It was just a slant, simple slant, took it to the house on us in the playoffs. I don't know if y'all remember that game, but that game made me sick. I was sick for years, bro. Years I was sick. But I think that we win that game. We beat Denver. I don't see how they go. I just don't see them beating us. I don't, bro. I'm just saying I don't see them beating us. All right. So then we start off. What did I say again? Okay, so that's what we play. Let me see. What's our third game? I got to get the schedule pulled up here for some reason. So just rock with me, man. I remember the first 2 games. I think I remember the first 2, and then because they're giving me different schedules. Okay, I got it now. All right. So the Falcons, and then we got the Broncos, and then we go play the Chargers, and then we play the Chargers at home, right? Crazy, bro. Crazy. Listen, this is a Jim Harbaugh Charger team, and Justin Herbert under him. I think this is going to be a tough game, but if we're at home, to be honest, y'all, I think I don't know. We could open up it as a loss. It's going to be a tough game. I'm 50-50 on this game right here. To be honest, because we're playing Hardball's Chargers, all right? None other. They're going to be a tough match. They're going to come out. They're going to play us tough at home. I would give us the edge because we're at home. But right now, I got to sit in at 3-0. All right, tough pick. This is just way too early to be doing it, but this is what I say. Now we go to Indianapolis, the Colts, a young Colts team is going in work. I think we're a little bit banged up because, look, we just played 2 hard games. Arthur Smith, we went into Falcons. We're going to play tough for Arthur. He's going to want to win that game. He's going to want to call that game. The Broncos, Russell Wilson's going to want to win that game. He's going to go all out that game. Then we got a hardball team, tough. It's going to be some banged up things going on. I think we lose to the Colts, y'all. To be honest, we go to Indy, we take a L. All right, this is just me. I'm just trying to be fair. I'm not trying to be a super homer. It's just how we rock. I don't know why we lose to teams like that, but that's what I say. Cowboys, Dak Prescott. This game right here, if we win this game, I think that this is going to be a testament to how our season's going to go, right? Because obviously the Cowboys are already in the playoffs. People always say they're a bad team. I like Dak Prescott. I think he's a good quarterback. But however, we're at home. We're going to be lax. Don't go out, but they're going to go out and enjoy themselves. Probably on the south side. Try to come in there the next day because it's a night game. Play the Cowboys. I think we take a L. All right. So it is what it is, y'all. It is what it is. The Raiders. We didn't go to Las Vegas next week. The week after we play the Cowboys. I think we get the Raiders. They're trying to rebuild right now. Gardner Minshew being a quarterback, he will play tough. He will. There'll be a tough game, but I think we beat them by a little bit. All right. Now, then, and this is crazy because home games. I think we're going to have a couple of home losses this year. I do, because then we got the Jets coming back home, and this is where people going to be mad at because I think we take a couple of home losses, and I think the Jets is one of them under Aaron Rodgers. Look, just because of Aaron Rodgers, y'all, he's a veteran. He's great. I gotta say that. I mean, look, y'all, everybody's not going to agree with me. This is just how I feel about this. It's my opinion, my hypothesis on our schedule. The Jets are a good franchise. They're good, right? Especially with Aaron Rodgers there. If they're healthy, if we're healthy, it's different. But then I think this is where a lot of the controversy is going to start coming up at. Oh, Russell Wilson, Pittsburgh, about Pittsburgh, this, Pittsburgh, that, because we're gonna have the hype train coming because we're probably gonna start off. We're gonna start off 2-0. Everybody's going, the Steelers, Russell Wilson and the Steelers, and as soon as we take that first L, everything gonna go out the drain. Then we're gonna take another home loss, and we really don't take a lot of those, but it's gonna happen for some reason. I just believe this is the way it is. I don't know. This is how I know my team. And if you think otherwise, and if we do better than what I think I'm doing, then that's good for me, right? But I think we take that L, and this is when a little bit of this controversy, fake controversy, starts to boil up. And yeah, that's just what I think there. So with the Giants, right? Then we got the Giants. I think I know that's a win. I think that's a win, right? That's a win. These are pro teams. Can't go in there sleeping on them, but we win with the Giants, right? At home. They come to us, we beat them. Then we go to Washington Commanders. We're going to see this rookie. What's the hype going to be about this rookie playing the Steelers? He going to have a couple of wins under his belt, maybe. Oh, he's going to Pittsburgh, got the Steelers coming in. He's going to do this, go do that. No. I believe we win this game here. So right now, I only got to sitting with 2 losses right now. I got us sitting with 2 losses. I think the Cowboys and the Jets is what I said. So at this point, we 3-2, 4-2 right now. That's not bad. It's not bad. I think we beat the Commanders. We play the Ravens at home. I think we split with the Ravens this year, but I think we beat the Ravens at home this year. And we may take the L with there in there. The Browns. All right, so the Browns, look, they always play us tough, right? They're gonna play us tough. We go to Cleveland right after the Ravens come to us. I think we sweep the Browns this year. That quarterback room uncertainty is just not going to be good enough for our defense this year. So I do think we beat the Browns in Cleveland. Then we go to Cincinnati, the Bengals. We take that L. That's 4 losses so far. And look, I already said we beat the Browns. Then we got the Eagles, right? I think that's another possible. I think that's another L, y'all. So right now, y'all, to be honest, I got us going 10-7, y'all. 10-7. I got us finishing off the season at 10-7. That's not bad to me. That's just what I say. But I believe 11-6, 10-7. But I think it's good enough for us to get into the playoffs. I do believe that. That's what I got. That's just how I feel. And if we do better than that, then we do better than that. But believe it or not, like, we have a very, very tough schedule. And if that ain't fair, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, because I think the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, they coming in at our house. I would love to win that game. If we do better, then look, I would rather us do better than me to sit here and lie to y'all and come out here and say, oh, the Steelers, we going to the Super Bowl. We got an automatic Super Bowl coming. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy that come in here and hype y'all up. There might be some people that watch me that might be a casual fan, and I'm sitting here telling you how great we are. Our team is a good team. We were a quarterback away last season. This season, it may not go that way. It just may not go that way. We don't know. We don't know, and we're facing some good teams that are set up to already go into the playoffs. Right? We already got to see the Ravens twice. We already got to see the Browns twice. I believe Cincinnati bounces back better this year. Our division alone coming out our division is going to be tough. You know what I mean? And then we got to see the Eagles, the Chiefs. Who else? We got to see Aaron Rodgers. Don't sleep on that Jaden Daniels, that rookie. I wouldn't even want to sleep on the Giants, to be honest, because I think look, I think he's all right. I think the quarterback's all right. Call me what you want to call me. I look at stats. I'm heavy on that. His passing, his percentage is one of the best. Daniels completion percentage in the NFL is one of the best. Even how horrible he plays, quote unquote, which I'm saying, if he gets some weapons, the Giants are a totally different team. The Jets with Aaron Rodgers, we already know what they can do. Sauce Gardner and them, their defense. Look, they just shored up that defensive line. Like y'all, and then we got the Cowboys. I know that's a rivalry game, but look, y'all, we got a very tough schedule. A very tough schedule this year. And look, I think we sleep in the playoffs. If we do better than that, then look, cool. But we got a tough schedule. I think they said we had the hardest schedule in the NFL this year. Correct me if I'm wrong out there, but look, it ain't gonna be no easy task for the Steelers this year. It just ain't. The Steelers, we got it. Oh boy, we got to come. And if we come, I guarantee y'all this. Let me say this, and I'm gonna say this in closing on that. Right? If we win if we get 11 and 12 wins out of this schedule, I'm going to say this. If the Pittsburgh Steelers this year, our Steelers gets 11 and 12 wins out of the schedule that we have right now, there is no reason that we should not be able to go to the Super Bowl. That I will say. If we come out once again with a 11 and 12 wins out of the schedule that we have right now, we should have no problem getting to the Super Bowl. We got some good, talented teams that is going to test us along the way. I love it. I love it. I love our schedule. I love it because it's tough. It's going to have us ready. And if we can get through this gauntlet of a schedule that we have, there's nothing that could stop us. Period. That's all I got. I will say that to y'all. All right. Now, and being fair with that. Now we could get it moving on to the NBA, because I got caught up talking about Colorado once again, like always.